Greetings, dear suckers. My name's Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved, and welcome back to Disco Elysium, where we're currently phasing into Kim, like we're trying to merge into one being. That would be a terrible waste. Anyway, we had more to talk
You're
to.
back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
She pats her wet raincoat. Indeed. When did it start raining? In between the start of this video and the end of the last one, I guess.
All around you, rain keeps falling down. On the wooden boards she's standing on, and on the water around you.
Yes, thank you, Shivers. Very helpful. I could use a coat like that. The rain is freezing. Do I have a coat like that? I might. Or something close enough. But sadly, I'm stuck fucking the world. No.
Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water. Almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy.
Well, I've done some work for the company. Just this recently. Do you think you could swing me one of those? It'd be more useful than the information about the lynching and such you gave me.
What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day.
Wait, did we have something more to talk to her about? I forget. Let's go through the options, just in case.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
What was the RCM again?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Rejoyce, Detective.
I could talk to her for hours just to hear her voice. It's a good voice. Not quite as great as Yvonne, but...
Yes, we are the Rejoyce Citizens Militia.
Us two, specifically, and no one else.
He's being sarcastic.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes, that means not de jure. Permit me to conclude with this. And if those authorities drink so glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Yeah. Can I tell her about the stuff with Everard?
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
Ma'am, this whole thing is a takeover.
A takeover?
Yes, it's not a strike. You aren't being let in because there's nothing to negotiate. The Union is taking the terminal. He has told me so in his own words. He's taking it. He'll also use the drug trade to finance the harbor. Why can't I say both of these? This feels like one contiguous whatever.
If they're taking it...
She look toward the colorful mountain of crates, like toy blocks rising above Martinez. She look? You mean she looks?
Green livery, changing into red, blot by blot. Like a cancer of the blood, metastasizing.
Quite.
Then we're talking about a war. Everard needs to let me into the harbor at once. We need to talk about this.
The war is their goal. I told you before. Everard has always wanted this to escalate. Another skill point, huh? Speaking of escalation, I'm thinking this might come in handy.
An insane goal. Cronell has 1,000 men on their payroll. The next batch will be a platoon of 20 men and a gunship. The one after that, 100.
Slaughter in the streets of Revachol. I'm sure that'll be good for business.
I've seen the Union's forces. They are better organized than these mercenaries. They also have the support of the people of Revachol West.
Indeed. That's really, really not a battle you want to be fighting, is it? Tactically and in other respects. As much contempt as I have for the guy, he's put you in a shit situation.
It will take more than Cronell to wipe them out. Wild Pines will need to send more and better equipped men. Make no mistake, ma'am. I am sure you have the money. The question is, how many years and how many lives are you willing to sacrifice?
For this shithole of all places.
What do you suggest I do?
Me? Will this even affect your decision-making process? I'm just some random copper.
Everything affects the decision-making process, Detective.
That's not really an answer.
Officer?
The look on the lieutenant's face conveys uncertainty. He doesn't even sound angry.
For once, I don't seem to know what the right thing to do is.
Yeah. I feel ya, Kim. This is, slightly above our pay grade here. To be frank. Look at your wrist. It's apocalypse o'clock. Time to commence the gloaming. The gloaming? A weird thing to say. Look at all these options. Will any of them even make a difference? Probably not. I wish there was a disco option. Or better yet, a rock and roll one.
I'm afraid we won't disco our way out of this one.
Damn. Well, we'll always have rock and roll. I barely understand the trap you're all in, much less how to work your way out of it. Or even what should be done. Much less what should be done. I barely know what to do with my own fucking life. I don't know what's best for a whole fucking city. Whatever you want to call this shithole. It's not the RCM's job to make these decisions, ma'am. And it's certainly not mine. It's yours.
Of course. Your job is to clean up after them. And it looks like there will be a lot of cleaning to be done in the near future.
Indeed. Would anything I could have said have affected whatever she's gonna do next? Probably not. If it could have, there probably would have been some more well thought out options. So, what are you going to do?
What will I do?
She says, slowly looking around. Go back home and start figuring this shit out, I guess.
Her arms fall to her sides. Her spine relaxes.
The wind blows. Waves crash in the distance. She crosses her arms and asks,
Did I ever tell you how they discovered this Isola? During our reality lowdown?
You said you would. One day.
It may be the only break we've ever caught as a species. The last one for 400 years.
Is that so? I guess it depends on how you define break, but why?
The nations who colonized this Isola called theirs Muindi, the world. It was all they knew, all they thought would be. That there would be something more was a gamble, akin to another world, or life after death. The Pale was thought to be impregnable, perpetual. Irene la Navigateur, the Queen of Suren, sent 8 expeditions, one after the other, into the mass at the edge of the world. 5 of the crews did not return. 2 did, but had lost their minds.
8? Is that a normal number? Is that a normal question?
It was anything but normal. There was no precedent. People thought she was punishing the admirals, or had gone mad, or both.
And then...
Until after years of trial and error, and the development of a strict psychological regime imitating the creation process of poetry.
Called Volta Doma, or Return from the Sea.
The 8th expedition returned sane and intact. They told of a new continent of matter. They told the Queen and her counselor, Dolores Day, that the Pale had begun to condense, day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute. Slowly raining down until it formed a vast ocean.
The air is cold and scented with petrichor. There are rain circles on water all around. Humidity crawls up your back like a piano trill.
Put your hand in the rain.
So does the lieutenant. His mouth is slightly open as he looks to the sky.
Dolores Day, huh?
The droplets feel warm, like spring rain.
This ocean?
The phenomenon has never again been encountered. For a time, the crew thought they were experiencing a hallucination. The mass hand proclaimed, "Lancielinde, Lancielinde," the signal to wake up. But they could not. They were sane and conscious, as islands began to appear on the horizon. There are 78,000 uninhabited islands in the Insulindian archipelago, officer. The freckled face of God.
You've thought it a million times.
Huh. Raining down until it formed a vast ocean. Raining down until it formed a vast ocean. As though they somehow formed this land out of the Pale itself? Through their own... rather than discovering it? The phenomenon has never again been encountered. Mayhap, indeed. I feel like the more I hear about the Pale, the less I understand it. After life, death. After death, life again. After the world, the Pale. After the Pale, the world again.
A total shift in human comprehension of reality. On the second day, a great skua was shot down above the flagship Leyten-Messier. The bird was preserved and brought back, along with pollen. 4 years later, the Queen's counselor was proclaimed Her Innocence Dolores Day, the elected world spirit. The age of humanism, internationalism, and parliamentary rule followed. We were high.
We were high. Okay. The Insulindian miracle. You were reminded of a poem, somewhere deep inside of you, the translation of which you don't remember. Nola sarà cambiato della luce. It begins, colori come grigio e marrone. Okay. You were reminded of it when you heard about the discovery of Insulinde. But what does it mean? And how do you know it by heart? I'll never know because I only have a scant few thought slots. Lawjaw? What? Okay, whatever. Alas. Leaving us here.
On Caillou,
She studies your reaction.
the Pebble, the largest of the fertile uninhabited islands of the northeast Insulindian archipelago. 4 centuries and 2 revolutions later.
The great skua was the first bird they saw?
The first living, autonomous organism. Proof of reality. It's the symbol of Insulinde, detective. The coat of arms of the suzerain and the wings on the crest of the commune.
What do you mean? Why do you feel the need to specify autonomous? Were there living non-autonomous organisms beforehand? And this was the last break we got?
The nations of Mundi proceeded to discover 5 more Isolae. Or they discovered us. All in the rush of the great inter-Islary reconnection. But these others weren't uninhabited. We had to kill people there. Wipe out indigenous populations. Gunboat economies. Or they came to do the same for us. Or had done to each other. But here,
She spreads her arms.
there was no one but the Skua, the Liliatsea, and the Blood Beach, and the River Esperance. It was the new world. The Mondials used it to amass the greatest concentration of wealth mankind has ever seen. Revachol, the suzerain.
The Blood Beach? Is that just misspelled beach, or are you talking about a tree? I can't tell. What happened? Look around.
Revolution, poverty, and the mercurial rise of capitalism.
She nods. That's not helpful, but sure. It's raining.
It is. Soon it will be spring and everything will blossom.
She pulls the hood over her head. Perhaps someday it'll rain a new ocean once again. But then, perhaps only once this one has vanished into the pale again. All I know is that those sails should not be phasing through that wood, like they are. Nor should they be phasing in and out of reality over there. Alas. Or there, for that matter. Alas.
The gangs will run wild,
The lieutenant keeps his hand in the rain.
jacking motor carriages, ferrying amphetamines through Coal City. Spring is tough in Revachol.
What will you do? And where will you go?
I will surrender Terminal B to the Union.
Huh. Yeah. Makes sense. No sense playing into their hands. No sense dancing to their strings, even if it means a tactical retreat. Sensible. As far as I can see, but I'm no strategic in. Is that within your means? I'm sure the company can afford it. I can't imagine this place was a enormous... Well.
She puts her hand in the rain. She's silent for a second.
We will see.
I wish you the best, then. Well, not the best. I never got a chance to rock your world, so you won't be getting the best, but the second best at the very least. Well, no, Kim never got a chance.
Ma'am, this may well unravel property law this side of the river. If that occurs, we may never see the end of this kind of confrontation. The next time there will be 2 strikes, then 4, then 100.
He looks toward the harbor. Yeah, but there's not any good options here, are there? Not that I can see, anyway. Maybe you'll figure something out on your way home.
What happens will happen.
She takes the end in her rain-slick hand and starts untying the knot.
The age of capital has only begun. I will talk to my employers in person. We will amputate and cauterize Martinez. If you handle the situation on the ground.
We? She generally avoids that term with her employers. Her employers, indeed. Don't you get it yet? Harrier, Dubois, the Tequila Sunset Man? 72% chance. Maybe you don't yet. Let's see.
There are no employers. She's a member of the board. Probably a partner.
Now you're getting it, Dubois. Just barely, anyway. You are the Wild Pines. There are no employers. That's one way to put it. Much like she said that I am the RCM.
You are the citizens' militia. There are no superiors.
She turns to you, rope in hand. Yeah, I suppose we are all answerable to someone, but the point remains.
That's right, Detective. And next time, you should confer with them before you go setting events in motion.
I will definitely not remember that next time.
Despite his words, he's not really sure whether to be annoyed with you or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Events are already in motion. Whether your actions accelerated or momentarily retarded their progress, even the lieutenant cannot really say.
Even after all this time, I still don't really understand who you are or what your angle is.
I have not deceived you. I showed you who I was. Rejoice Leyton.
Fair enough, then. You're going now?
Yes, Mr. Clare has a 2-month head start. I can't let it grow any bigger. And I've exhausted all my options from here.
Fair enough, then. A shame, though, since it means I have no more time to work my magic on you and try and get that date. Maybe someday we'll run into each other again. Who knows? But probably not. Understood. Let her go.
Keep the peace, and I will keep my end of the bargain.
Well... I'll try.
How far along is Cronell's investigation?
The confrontation is imminent. They have followed in your footsteps. As your investigation reaches a climax, so does theirs. They are your shadow. Arm yourselves. Armor yourselves.
I'm working on both of those.
Protect their targets. Violence may be unavoidable, but we can limit the casualties.
We'll see. When will they make their move? Where?
Soon. I do not know precisely. They have cut off all communication, you see. They know I've been feeding you information. One last thing, Lieutenant Dubois. I've given the matter much thought and come to this conclusion. You're not an amnesiac. You're insane.
Oh? An interesting conclusion?
I know, because I, too, am insane. I just hide my illness better. And I'm rich.
Fair enough, then. Isn't everybody a little insane?
No, Detective. No one's as insane as you.
Ha! Thank you. I try.
Don't worry, madame. I am very sane.
You're over-radiated?
I'm overexposed, baby. My travels take me through the Pale dozens of times a year. I've got the longing. and I've got it bad.
She points to her heart. I feel ya. I got it bad too. For you.
She would die to return to it. The pale, the past, anything one can return to.
Longing to return to anything. That's what the pale does to you? Maybe that's what the pale is. Or is that what the pale lacks? I don't know. How do you keep it together?
The same strict psychological regimen the 8th Admiral developed when he crossed the Pale and discovered this Isola, the Volta do Mar. It's used by inter-Islary travelers and other troubled souls, even to this day.
I wonder if I ever had anything like that.
You could use a little of it yourself.
That's probably a no, then. Goodbye, Joyce L. Goodbye, Rejoice Leyton? Or goodbye, nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp? Ha! Sure, why not?
Watch out for yourselves. They will strike soon.
Watch out for yourself, ma'am. You'll need it. Secret task complete. Find solution to strike deadlock. There is a secret way to solve the deadlock. It's not easy, includes a lot of back and forth between the two sides, but it's possible. Everything is always possible. Is it? Well, I guess if it wasn't possible, it wouldn't be part of everything.
The lieutenant watches her boat grow smaller on the bay, its white sails fluttering.
See ya, space cowboy.
With worry in his eyes, he does not know if it was the right thing to do, but he doesn't say anything.
Yeah. I don't know if it was the right thing to do, but it was a right thing to do, probably. Good enough for government work.
You wonder what Everard has to say about this.
Yeah. I guess that'd be interesting.
Slowly, the sails turn grey-blue as more oxygen gets between you.
Well, that's that then. And another point to put into hand-eye coordination. They'll be at 4 soon. And... do I have anything that increases hand-eye coordination? Yes, technically, but I can't use it. Oh, boots. Just need to sacrifice a perception and encyclopedia for it. Okay. When things kick off. Well. We'll see. That's that then. The sexiest character in the entire game has gone off. What is there to say? And now everything's gotten so much more complicated and above my pay grade all of a sudden. And here we are, on this little island in this Isola, on an ocean that rained out of the Pale, and might just dissolve back into it one day. Fuck, man. What else is there to say?